What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. My game nearly crashed there for a second. Welcome back to Diablo 4. I wanted to rant about a topic that is kind of popping around at the minute because so many people are leaving the game due to it being absolutely stale. And as much as I want to defend Diablo 4, I have to agree with some of the things that people are saying. But you've read the title of the video, and it basically wants to talk about endgame. If my game wants to load, I forgot. I'll click here. Right. My game is now lagging like crazy because I'm recording at the same time. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but I want to talk about the end game of Diablo 4 because it isn't really too exciting, quote for quote. So the whole idea basically is once you beat the campaign, you work your way through Paragon levels and go into World Tier 4 like I am here. As you can see, I'm level 78, and my Paragon it's something, okay? So you get this massive Paragon board. You get glyph sockets here, so for example I'm playing Rogue, so I'm going for closer damage to enemies and like Cutthroat for my Twisting Blades build. But the whole point of the end game is to pretty much build the ultimate character. Like you can run through Nightmare Dungeons in like 3 to 4 minutes with absolute ease, right? I, for the most part, can do this. The only issue I have is it's very monotonous and boring, to be honest. Like I haven't even fought the quote unquote end game boss yet, which is Uber Lilith, which is my next mission to get level 100 and kill Uber Lilith. But after that, like, what do I do? Because I've already got gear that can probably carry me all the way to level 100, and it would just be a case of if I get one with a higher number on it, that's better, right? Because that's what the whole idea is. And I guess you can say the same thing about Diablo 3 when it had endgame content, where it was just after the season ended, you started again, right? But there wasn't any new enticing things to do. It was just, oh, can you play a different build and do greater rifts constantly at tier 100 or whatever tier you were playing on? Like for me, when I played Diablo 3, like as a casual, I mean I say casual, I spent loads of time in that game, like way too many hours that I want to even admit. But I was on like tier like 50 something on the greater rifts, and even I was like, okay, like when does the game get fun? Because you pretty much have your set armor stands and your set armor pieces, and then that's it. You have what you need to play the entire game. I mean, even on my rogue right now, I'll show you my my loadout after I've killed this horde, because I'm not really bothered about my my build anymore, to be honest, because it is really fun. Like the core aspect of killing enemies with this gear is amazing. I really like it, but I don't know. Like next season, I am gonna switch it up. I'm gonna play probably a barbarian because I think barbarian's the one class in Diablo I have never played before. Like I've done necromancer on the Switch for Diablo 3. Okay, I don't know how I got froze there. That's actually stupid. But as I was saying, I've played necromancer. I've done witch doctor in Diablo 3. I've done the wizard. I'm not going to do it in Diablo 4. There's no point in me playing a sorcerer build when I've already, in effect, played it before on another game. I mean, I know it's different, but it's going to be the same thing. It's the same as like if you play PoE and then possibly play PoE 2, if that's a thing. Please don't come at me, PoE players. I want to get into PoE so bad, so if you want to give me any tips and tricks, that'd be very helpful. But the point still stands that I'm just not going to play a build or character that I don't have fun playing, you know. And what's the point of me slaving 100 Paragon, 100 levels, and getting Paragon for a build that I'm probably going to abandon, not even by the end of the season? I mean, I'm cutting this season pretty close. I have like 23 days to level up 22 times. So it's more or less like if I log on, like, or at least level up once per day, then that'll be fine. I mean, I'm probably going to get to like level 80, 81 today. That might be my mission. My game just froze there. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't even know. Like, there's things as well about the game that I just don't really like, and the main one for me is I really hate the fact that you have to constantly play live service. I don't get why there isn't a private server mode or an offline mode where you just have all the like the world boss events and the PvP events are just like not in your world. You can just run around and play at your own will. I mean, I wish there was a separate server for the campaign. I wish it was something like you played privately for the campaign, so you can do all the same things at your own pace. You don't have to deal with other players. And fun fact, you actually load everyone else's stash tabs as you load into the game. So you see that my game will like freeze sometimes in the videos. It's because I'm gonna be real. My PC isn't exactly like optimized like entirely for this game. It might just be because I don't have any SSD drives at the minute, but I am looking into purchasing one and getting that set up because it will help with the load times and stuff. But again, it's just I don't even know. Like I know I'm ranting about the end game, but I just want to rant about the game in general. So I guess this is an overall Diablo 4 rant, but in particular the end game. Like there's things that I want to change in it, and there's things that definitely need to be changed in the game entirely. And the one for me, which a lot of Diablo 4 players are going to tell you, is enemy crowd control effects seem to be stupidly overpowered in the game. Like, it makes no sense why I can get frozen for so long, or how a poison cloud should do like 4 times my health per tick. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, if I've probably been poisoned in one of these videos, but if I ever get poisoned, I want you to see just how much I take in damage. And before I forget, here is my build currently. So we've got just, you know, some legendary sacred items which I want to get rid of and replace with ancestries. But like even the uniques, like this is supposed to be quote unquote set armors from Diablo 3, but it isn't. It's something completely different. These pants, by the way, are incredibly shocking. I shouldn't even be using these. You just get more health, and you get a barrier if you heal more than 100% of your health, which is stupid because I still die anyway. But this dagger's really good. I just got it upgraded as well with Condemnation. That's pretty much key. Same with Penitent Greaves. But again, it's just like, when does this game like get enjoyable for the end game? Like the campaign was amazing. I loved my entire time on the campaign. I think in terms of Diablo 4 as a game, the only way I've got my money's worth out of it so far is from the campaign. The campaign lived up to the Diablo, what's the word? Standard, I guess, like the stereotype. Like you think of Diablo, you think of building a character from the start and slaying the Lords of Hell, right? So there was no Diablo in this game because obviously, like, how many times as a series have we killed Diablo himself and he keeps coming back? I mean, Diablo 3 seemed like the perfect game to. There's the freeze again. Diablo 3 seemed like the perfect game to actually kill Diablo in. I mean, obviously he will come back. Let's be real, he is going to come back. I don't know if he'll come back in this game, like if they'll do like a Lilith and Diablo like sort of storyline in a later expansion, because expansions are now confirmed to be in the game, or at least confirmed by Blizzard to be coming into the game at some point, which I am excited for, because that means just spending more money on the game. And that's another issue as well. I think, like, Blizzard, we've already established, is now turning into a really scummy company. It's why I quit Overwatch, because I was really upset with the PoE aspect of Overwatch 2. I mainly played Overwatch 2, like, just for the idea of playing PvE in modes that aren't like the archives event from Overwatch 1, you know, like something like that was a standalone thing that you didn't have to pay for, and it was just there. I mean, we got a paywall of like 4 PoE missions with cutscenes that look like they were from Overwatch 1, and you know, like I've spent money on games, like a ridiculous amount of money on games and for things in games, but when I feel like I've spent so much money to get ripped off in a game, it's just annoying. Like, I pre-ordered the new FIFA that's coming out, well, for me next week, but it's already out for the Ultimate Edition people. But even then, I don't feel like I've been ripped off because I know what I'm buying when I do that. Like, I don't want to play a game and then have to buy something that misleads me, because the thing with PvE was, for Overwatch, it was really, it should have been in the game from the start, but they took like I think it was 2 years to drop the project entirely, and that's just really dumb. That's like the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I mean, I still bought it because, you know, I have no life, and I play games with my friends and we spend money on things that just sometimes don't make sense. I mean, even like battle passes, I'm sick of battle passes, but like there are some games I'm gonna excuse. I don't know what I died to there, but fine game. That's another thing as well. Just crowd control there is insane. Like the visual clutter I'm getting there is absolutely ridiculous. And he's back to full health, of course he is. But as I was saying, like battle passes, I buy so many of them that there are some games that I can justify it for because I enjoy playing those games, and the things that I'm buying on the battle pass are purely cosmetics. So for things like Rainbow Six Siege, it's a game I'm really enjoying right now with my friends. I'm actually, I say improving. I am improving a little bit. I mean, obviously you will improve with every game as you play, but with Siege, at least I know what I'm getting into. Like this Diablo season pass, also like it's kind of weird because at the start it was quite enjoyable. Like you get like horse mounts and you get some armor pieces that look really cool on your transmog actually. Like I'm currently wearing I'm not wearing them, but I was wearing the full set from the season. But it's the fact that you're pretty much forced into completing the game, getting to level 100, and then having the chance to boost odds on core I say mechanics, and not really mechanics, but core features of the game. Like for example, you get more XP, which doesn't probably even work because I'm still gaining levels at an insanely slow rate. I mean, I don't know if it's because I'm doing the wrong tier of game here. I don't even know what's going on. Like, because the idea is you're meant to be playing Nightmare Dungeons constantly, just farming things constantly, and it's just stupid. But it's just a run in general. I mean, I wanted to do this Nightmare Dungeon on camera anyway, just to show you that this is what happens in Diablo 4. This is like all the end game really is, because you just farm it and you just look for uniques. That's all it really is. But a lot of creators, including myself, will say that in terms of Diablo 4, there needs to be more content. It needs to be enjoyable. Like I know story expansions will be a thing, but next season I don't want it to be the same. I want there to be some good oh lord, like that's a really shit thing. I want there to be some good incentives behind playing it. Okay, I don't need them either. Like I don't know, like I didn't mind the concept of Malignant Hearts, but I'm just worried now because I've based some of my jewelry sockets and accessories over the fact that I have these hearts, and when this season ends, like what's gonna happen? Am I gonna just lose the hearts that I had in my jewelry sets, or am I just gonna keep them? Because surely Blizzard are like just gonna remove it and introduce the new theme. I don't even know what season 2 is gonna be about. So I'm sipping my coffee there. I need to. I've been playing this game for like the past 4 days straight. And it's been something. But again, like I'm gonna apologize in advance as well for like any obscure loading times or freezing. The game doesn't do that often, but when it does, it is extremely annoying to do. But like as you can see, like I've even got right now 21 million gold, so I can afford to re-roll my items as much as I need to. I can repair my armor whenever I need to. And another thing as well that I really want Blizzard to change. I can't change any of these aspects on my unique armors, right? So let's say for this dagger, right, I wanted to remove basic attack speed, for like the 12% one, and re-roll it to be like increased damage against vulnerable enemies, because that's what my build's all about. It's about shadow imbuement, you can see here. And then say for Frostburn, I want the lucky hit to change to like gain HP or deal double damage or something. You can't do it. You can change it on these, absolutely fine. You can change these, but what's the point? Why can't I change it on the uniques? And as I was saying, look, with the Malignant Hearts, like I've got some really good hearts here, like this Brutal Heart, this Cage Heart of the Barber, where it absorbs damage and then blows up to do a shitload of damage, which is actually really good. You should probably use that if you don't have it already. The best way to get that for me was to farm Varshan, because he drops a shitload of things. But like Malignant Hearts as well, like I don't even know. It's a cool concept, I guess, but you're just rolling and hoping you get something worthwhile, and it's just not. It's not what I want. It's just not what I want. But as you can see here, look, this is all I'm doing. I'm just gathering these sigils and doing them for challenges. But I don't even know. I don't even know. But I just hope Blizzard figures a way to just make the game better, like more enjoyable, or even just make it more responsive as well. Like I want to be able to not be stunned every time I walk into a room. I don't want to be crowd controlled for time on end. Apparently Diablo 3 was the same thing, or something similar, where it was bugged. So you just constantly got fucking grabbed by enemies and stuff, but I don't even know. I mean, like looking at my stats, I don't even know what to change. It's same with the Paragon. Like this Paragon tree was so hard to understand because you'll start at the bottom here, right? And you'll pick. You get to these attachment boards, so you go through here, like get what you need. I've got my glyph sockets here, and then you choose a board that gives you a legendary effect. So for me, it was Trick to the Trade, which is important for my build because it doubles, it increases this by 25% when this is increased. So as you can see, it says marksman skills grant your next cutthroat skill 25% damage, and then other way around. And then you do it again. Although ideally, I think I might have done this one wrong because I don't think I need this node from what I'm reading online. And that's another thing as well. I shouldn't have to look up what to do on these builds, but I'm going for exploit weakness next, and then if I can afford it, cheap shot, because all these other ones just don't work for me. I mean, your non-damage combo point bonuses are increased by 33%. Like, what's the point? And then trap skills. I don't use trap skills, but it's just these as well. Like, it's very confusing to understand. So I think this is going to be where my Paragon ends. I'm going to get to here, and then I'm going to unlock this glyph socket so I can use, if I still have it, I think I have it somewhere. I think it's Bane. No, that's Poison. Which one is it? There's something about, slow. Yeah, this is the one. You do a 10% increased damage to slowed or chilled enemies, because that works with my my greaves and my gloves, because I can freeze enemies. But I don't even know. I mean, I've got all these side quest things to do as well, and they've got some aspects. It's just stupid, but I hope Blizzard fixes it and fixes it fast. I'll see you later anyway. I'm done talking about this.